Okay, so we've got our database, we've got our table, we've got our data in the table. I've added another data entry here, Sarah Simpson, born, data recording, and then Sarah says hello is the note. So a query, it's just a statement or question or something we want to do with the data or our tables, or it's how we can interact with our database. So going with one of the most popular queries is a select statement. So select, so we're going to select something from somewhere. We're going to select all, so asterisk in this context means all, like that. So select asterisk means select all from, and then we're going to put our table name. So you could do it like this, students, but however I'm going to put backticks on this. That way it would incorporate if there was any spaces as well in the table name. Just in case, I'm just going to have backticks. So I'm selecting all the data from the table students. If I run this, you can see all the data has popped up here. I can alter this a little bit. I don't have to select all the students. I can select, let's say, student first name, the column, select the columns, student first name from students. There we go. I've now just queried and received the student's first name. Let's say I want all the names. I'm going to put a comma, student last, I think I've done last name. There we go, yep. So Peter Jones, Sarah Simpson, amazing. Okay, so now we don't usually always want to select everybody, we're usually looking for something in particular. So we're going to select the student's first name and last name from students where, so where is just like a condition, so where the student ID is equal to, let's say 1. There we go. Only the student ID now with 1 has appeared. If I change that to 2, hopefully Sarah shows up. And if I select 3, I should have no one show up because there isn't a student ID 3. Okay, so I could do multiple conditions here where student ID is equal to 3 or student ID is equal to 1. So if it's 3 or 1, there you go, Peter's shown up. But obviously there's no student ID with 3. If there was, they would show up. I can demonstrate that by changing that to 2. There we go, and now they both show up. So these are conditional statements. What we can do is we can select the student, or if we do select all from students, where student note, for example, if we had a note, if it was maybe a medical note or a learning difficulty note specific to that, we could say where student note is like, I'm going to put 2 quotes, I'm going to put wildcards here. What that means is it's just going to look through the whole string, it's going to look at either side, it doesn't care what's either side, and it's going to look for ADHD. Run that. Okay, I found all the students with ADHD. There we go. So that's the like statement, okay, where the condition is the student note is like ADHD. So it's gone through, it's found that in there. If I had put this exactly without the wildcards, it wouldn't find it. So we can also run some dangerous queries like delete all from such and such database, delete all records or select all records. Ideally, you always want a condition on your select statements or your delete statements or your create statements. The stuff that is run is in here. This sort of query table, we can see what it's doing. These are all SQL queries. And there is a large list of SQL queries. SQL. There should be a list. Here we are. SQL tutorial. So, ignoring this section, you can come down here and you can just have a look at, let's say, joins. We can join multiple data tables and data from two tables. I can show you that in another video. And then you've got obviously the condition where it shows you how to use it. Okay, shows the syntax, the example of it being used. Got the OR like I used. And that's it.